Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the ground. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Hokies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. Ball down. Liddell move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air, it's drones. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles. And
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's loose. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move, it's Stewart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. And they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Back to pass, it's Drones. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Give to the single back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And the Hokies are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking for a gap. It's Bennett. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. South Carolina 7, Virginia Tech 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Ripping through the defense. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's a running room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all of the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
The Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
Now the play fake. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Did you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here in the goal-to-go situation? They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Trying to bowl his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hokie.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the LCON. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. Oh, out of space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Hokey, 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 high tech, tech, VPI. Got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
the offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, going up top. It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Selden. Wide open spaces. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. To the air, it's Drones. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With the run on first and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. Looking to throw. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 4. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Ernie on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Drones. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bennett. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping... He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. This guy can throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Runs through a tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Makes a grab on the shot. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. There he goes! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catching line before he stopped.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. This is a design run. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Drones. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Hit as he throws. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that,
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Bennett. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, South Carolina 35, Virginia Tech 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback keeps it. Powers through the defender. Running through nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina. He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's Not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 43. To throw, it's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs through the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Split backs here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. That defense got gas when they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete on the right side. It's a seam wide open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harper. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Drones. Grabbed over the middle, it's Selden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This time it's complete. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the up. Going downfield for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Drones. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field.
Cleveland trying to score me. I ain't gonna lie, I get locked back in for some real defense. These niggas just having fun.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things.
I let my kids have fun, man.
We've seen that today, but I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Throws to the tight end.
That shit about it. I want to pick that guy. I want to pick that different back. He ain't good as a defense.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You
Put 50 up. Put 50 up.
Playing dime, so you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
He'll take a shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting